2 Kings 5:4. Vayavo vayagid la'adonav lemor. Chazot v'chazot divara hana'ara asher me'eretz Yisrael. So after 3 verses of background and backstory, now we start with the narrative proper, and the subject is Naaman from the previous verses. And he came and he spoke to his Lord, saying, according to this and according to this. So this is probably somewhat idiomatic, so we might say such and so or the like. Then the subject is the slave girl who is from the land of Israel. According to such and such and such and such, the slave girl from the land of Israel, she said. Vayavo, this comes from Beit Vav Aleph. So it's a hollow, and we can see that only the first and the last letters remain. And this is in the Kal Vav consecutive imperfect 3ms. And he came, and Naaman came, and he spoke. This is from Nagad. Nagad being a pei nun verb, that is the first root letter nun, and we can see that the nun assimilates into the gimel, which is what we would expect. And this is a hiphil, Vav consecutive imperfect 3ms. So we have, and he spoke to his Lord, saying. And so how the storyline works here is we have Vav consecutive imperfect, Vav consecutive imperfect. Then we have the speech act, although it is paraphrased. We don't have a direct speech embedded, but we're supposed to carry over the message from the previous verse where the young girl said, it's too bad he's not before the prophet in Samaria. And Divara, this is from Dalet Beit Resh, it's a PL, and it's perfect, 3FS. That is, the subject is the slave girl. She spoke. So what we have then inside the discourse of Naaman is we shift from the Vav consecutive imperfect to the perfect form, which is exactly what we would expect. So while she doesn't appear again, the root cause of everything that goes on in this chapter is this slave girl, and although she had been taken captive by the Arameans, she has mercy upon her master, her new master, Naaman. And so her generosity and faith in the prophet that is in Samaria is what moves the story along.